Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate a few different exercises that I use to help build my upper body strength given the fact that I'm living with one arm. If you've been following me for a while you'll know that I'm very much into exercise and keeping fit. Certainly I was before children and I'm just starting to get back into that now. So some of these things you may have already seen, but if you're watching these videos for the first time I hope that you're able to take some inspiration and empowerment away from the activities that I show you, especially for those people living with a limb difference or upper body disability, different ways and different adaptations on how to do very simple activities. A lot of this I learnt during my swimming career, so I've had years of experience, but nevertheless I'm sure that there's some things that I show today that you'll be able to implement in your own life, whether you are living with one arm or not. So here we go. So one piece of equipment that I've found to be ideal when it comes to me doing push-ups and different yoga movements is a medicine ball. And the reason I use a medicine ball is because it allows for freedom of movement and I can flow through different activities. So that's why I prefer to use a ball like this. But also you can use something static like a step or a stool or even a pile of books. You need to get creative, but for me it was worth investing in a medicine ball because it allows for a lot of movement, and then that makes sure that I'm getting free range of movement with my upper body, but also through different exercises. So let me show you. So the benefit of using a medicine ball is to do with the range of motion that you're able to achieve. So you can see here that my left shoulder and my left elbow are basically replicating what's happening on my right arm. And that's because the ball is moving with me as I go from one motion to the next. It also allows for me to move backward and forward, again, really allowing that movement and fluidity through each different activity. So sometimes when I'm doing other exercises, it's nice to have an object that doesn't move. So the ball is really great for moving through different exercises, but a step or something, I'm puffed, like a pile of books or anything, you really need to be able to use your imagination. Something like this is a little bit easier when I'm trying to do movements such as crow pose or something like that in yoga. I'll show you. I do just want to mention that this is the first crow pose I've attempted in like 2 years, so no judgment. But you can see here how the step gives me a lot more stability in this movement. And now just for fun, because I like pushing myself as well, I want to do a wheel pose. Now I really haven't done one of these in a long time, so let's just see how we go. The reason I use the ball again is because of the fluid movement, and it allows me to get my arm in the position. This isn't obviously perfect, far from it, but it's a start. So that's just a few different ways that I'm able to do different activities, and of course that's not the only way. There are a lot of people living with limb difference and upper body disabilities who have been able to adapt a range of different activities to suit themselves. I know a lot of athletes that use prosthetics to obviously obtain the same weight ratio, lifting weights and doing other resistant work. You can use bands. There's a whole range of different things, but I just wanted to show you some very simple techniques that I use.